Hi everyone, Aaron here for zollotech, and watchOS 6.1 has been released to all watchOS 6 supported devices, and it was available today and now supports Series 1 and Series 2 watches. This came in at 357 megabytes on my Series 4 Apple Watch. It took quite a while to install though. It seems like there was an issue. They also released macOS 15.1 or 10.15.1 today. So there's a few more updates that keep coming out. The HomePod update, they actually pulled back. They'll push that back either now or a little bit later, depending on when you're watching this. Now, this particular update does not include a ton of different changes. So other than the 357 megabyte install, and this is a screenshot directly off the watch, what this update does is support your AirPods Pro if you're picking some of those up. Those release tomorrow. If you're watching this, it would be October 30th is when they actually release. And this update doesn't really specify anything other than bug fixes or maybe some security updates. So let me unlock the watch. Now, the good thing is if you have a Series 1 and Series 2 Apple Watch, you should have many of the features with watchOS 6. So if you haven't seen my video about that, I'll link it in the description below and as well as above in the top of the video so you can check that out and see all of the different features. Now, in this update, Apple has not specified what bug fixes or improvements they have made, but if we take a look at the actual install here, you'll see it said at the top, watchOS 6.1 introduces support for AirPods Pro and includes improvements and bug fixes. This update also brings watchOS 6 to Apple Watch Series 1 and Series 2. So that's all we really know. This is mostly a bug fix and then pushing the same features we had before to the earlier watches. And that means that Series 1 and Series 2 will finally get the majority of the features as long as the phone supports it, such as any of the new features that go with the new apps, such as cycle tracking or the new Find People app or Find My app that replaces the old Find Friends. And they should have all of these updates as well. So you should see all of those for the majority of all of the different things you have on your watch, with the exception of things like EKG, because you just don't have the physical ability to do that. But a lot of those features should be there if you have one of the older devices. So finally, they're bringing all of that to you. So if we go and look at the watch faces, I've looked through all of this, and even with the 6.1 betas, there really wasn't any changes. You'll have this Meridian watch face, and that's pretty much it. Now, if you are on a beta, this will be a little bit difficult to get. You'll actually have to remove the beta profile. So go to your settings if you have the beta profile, then go to General, so Settings, then General, then scroll down all the way to Profile. And if you have the beta profile, remove it, then go back under General, go to the top, and go to Software Update. Now, you can also check for an update if you're not seeing it yet on your iPhone or your watch, and then it will install. Now, keep in mind you'll have to be on Wi-Fi, and you'll also need to have it plugged in at the same time and charging in order for it to update. So that's just kind of what Apple does for the watches. Maybe one day they'll fix that, but right now that's what they're doing. So AirPods Pro compatibility, there's not much other than that. Battery life has been okay. I'm at 94% after using it for about an hour and a half at this point. It seems to be okay. So I would expect it to get through the day no problem as far as that goes if you have a Series 5 or Series 4. But it's hard to say if they made any improvements because that takes a few days to know that for sure. Now, as far as speed and everything, I've noticed that it seems pretty fast, and I'm sure this is just a refinement of bugs that they've found already. watchOS 6 was actually pretty stable compared to what iOS 13 has been. So we've had less updates and more stability. So just all of the different features that we have, you'll see that loaded very fast. Maybe if I go to a different app that I haven't loaded, let's see how it goes here. Maybe we'll open the Home app here. We'll see how quickly it loads. It's actually not bad. We're already in. I can turn these lights off. We're back on. Takes just a moment. They'll turn back on, hopefully. There we go. And the lights turn back on. So it's working pretty fast. And that was just the delay of the lights. And then, of course, you'll have your heart rate monitor and things like that, depending on which particular version of watch you have. You'll have the new cycle tracking, ECG, and things like that. So overall, it's a pretty minor update, but hopefully it brings a bunch of bug fixes, and Series 5 watches hopefully will last a lot longer than they are already with the always on display. So there's really not much more to talk about. I just wanted to update you since many of you were asking me to on Twitter. And if you've found anything specific, I haven't found any new icons or anything, any new watch faces. And you'll see it's nice and fast though. And I guess that's really all we care about. But we'll get that AirPods Pro support now. So let me know if you're getting AirPods Pro in the comments below. And then if you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper down here, I'll link this in the description as I always do. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you'd like to get your hands on one of these watch bands, this is a Nomad titanium watch band. I always link those in the description if you want to check them out yourself. But let me know if you've found anything in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.